Hello, hello. Welcome to Mystic Moons. I hope everyone is feeling good and secure in this dramatic stage of events. Well, I'm broadcasting from the United States, and we all know that the United States is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. There's lots of things going on. It's hard to really even grasp what you hear and where you hear it from because it could be two different things, and you don't know heads up or heads down. But there's something that we really, it's been buzzing around the United States a lot, buzzing a lot around the airwaves, buzzing in the capital, Washington, D.C. Nukes, nuclear weapons, tactical, they say, tactical nuclear weapons. Now, we do know the United States has lost Iran-Israeli war, right? We were their gopher, Israelis gopher, and we lost. We lost. I mean, it was like such imperialism, egotistical, testosterone, any phrase of that makes sense. But it wasn't ours to be because piracy and destroying things is not the way of the universe. For an advanced civilization, of course, we're not advanced, or at least we're not universally advanced. It's part of the attitude of capitalism and imperialism, and just like, I've got to, your stuff looks pretty good. I want it. That's all this war is about. We are right. WAR. We are right. We have the right. We are right to take your things. We have the right to bomb you into oblivion. We have the right to take your life. So we have so much, out of time thinking going on. And it's catching up. It's really catching up. And what happens when there's a nuclear war? I mean, you got to be insane, absolutely insane to even say those words. Like, we can just use tactical nukes. We can use nukes. Because when you lack resources, United States has probably 400, 300 nuclear or more. Okay, they have much more nuclear weapons. So we'll just toss a few over here and then a few over there. What happens? The end of the civilization, our Earth becomes Mars. Now, we've been skirting around for decades about Mars as an empty, dusty planet. Can you see our green, beautiful, blue Earth becoming the red planet? Dusty, 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 and desolate, all devoid of life. Maybe there's some underground caverns, underground hideouts. Same thing they're building here is underground hideouts, underground. That's not, you can get crust in those tectonic plates too. I mean, there's a lot of things that people are doing at random, but they're also saying, we want what you have, and we are it. Now, a lot of people in this country, they're just stoned, drunk. In fantasy, we're Americans, the best and the brightest. Well, the whole world thinks Americans are rather stupid, egotistical. First of all, we never take the time, generally, most Americans, to understand other cultures. It's like you got slanty eyes, you got brown skin, you got all these things. I mean, there's always exterior, never really understanding that all peoples of the earth are one. We are one. But that's not something that is easily shared because of the expansive quality of capitalism, extremely, especially Western capitalism. I mean, they have to have new workers. They have to have new resources. They have to, and the ones that have got, a few bucks, a few this, a few that, they want more and more and more because there's competition about who is the greatest. Who is the greatest? And that's rather sad. That is rather sad, isn't it? that we can't put aside a few trinkets. Like, we don't own the earth. I mean, you can have a deed to the land, to the earth that you pay taxes on to your local government, but you don't own the earth. We're just fleas running around on the surface of it. And we have a weird type, especially in the United States, like this candle. Ooh, da da. We have a weird type of thinking that we are the greatest. And everything happened as soon as I, being the capitalist, the Western capitalist, looked at you. I will define you. Ooh, that was scary, wasn't it? Gave me a little jolt. Let's get in the mood. Now, whoops. Whoa, that was. Ooh, that was, wasn't it? This is all the energy of asking this question. Nukes. Nukes is our destruction. And again, we are not alone at all. We know that. We know we're not alone. And if we think that animals are mindless tweeters, mindless roars, for our edification, our look-see, ooh, oh, that's a stupid lion. Oh, that's a stupid this and that. Oh, that's just a bird. But maybe they see things different from me. All life on earth is of value. However, in profit societies, capitalistic Western capitalism, it's what you can do for me and what I can get from you. How can you make it worth my while? Maybe you have, sweat. Like in this country was 250 years ago, sweat of the native people, imported Africans. It's all very clammy, isn't it? But there's more than what we're being told. But that's another subject. Right now, we're talking about the total destruction of our current society. The total destruction, right? No, love bombs was one thing. Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945, that was not a love bomb. We disintegrated 100,000 people right away. And then another 100,000 plus died within a few months of breathing the toxic air, water, food, etc. And of course, nobody on the winning side, really wanted anyone to really survive. Let's put the fear of the bejesus in them, to use such a ghastly, name for, event for piety, for pat on the back. Good old Joe. Good old G.I. Joe. Well, now we've reduced in this country, even further, barbarism of being Israel's gopher, Israel's dog, rough horse, slaves. We're all slaves. We're all slaves unless we learn to be free and raise our frequency. We're all slaves. You know that. Don't you know that? Sales tax, city tax, wage tax, tax, working, and then your supervisor, you are under me. I mean, we have all these scenarios, all these roles. So, of course, as a collective, we're used to, what was going to say the magic word? Used to be like, pancakes, berries, ice cream. Now it's democracy. Now, we can all go hoo-hoo, because, donorship. We're in a donorcracy, not a democracy. They got the first part. And even when they talk about technology, that's another subject, but we know it's all like hot air, and not coming out your mouth, but coming out the backside. Well, all this, we're ranting. Let's find out. Now, we know right now the scenario is Israel and the United States have lost the war to Iran. Iran just happened to be a bit more clever, a bit more real, a bit more intelligent, a bit more prepared. Intelligence takes preparation, or, if you're smart, you prepare, right? You can sense these things in your gut belly besides reading the signs that are all around you. And you know that something evil is coming. There is an evilness in the air. You can sniff it. And it took Iran to raise the consciousness of the world to the plate of the Gosification, which is nothing more than the native, the indigenous in the Americas, how they were slaughtered. Of course, that was a few centuries ago. But we're all being slaughtered. Our consciousness, our ability to care, to love, to empathize, and we're all being reduced to just humps of lumps. Now, in this state of being reduced to lumps, and we are knowing that America, United States, and the Israelis have lost. Israel has lost. Now, what do you do when you take a wounded tiger? Do you go, nah, 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 nah? Or they're going to say, well, why do I have to have hand-to-hand combat with you? I can just spray you like a bug, spray you with SHIT, spray you with nukes. So let's find out. Because we have heard a few days ago that Ben-Gvir, who's a high-placed minister in the Israeli government, who said to the settlers, you should go and kill 30 to 40 Palestinians a day. You should. That's what you should do. And this is what the United States is supporting. Is this a lunatic or what? What? I mean, if you have people, they go, I'm just going to pop you off. Well, how much do you make a year? You make 34,000. You make like 100,000. You're worthless. Anybody could do your a-hole job, right? I mean, the value of us, is it worth it? Why should we share water rights with people? This is how the rich and the entitled are thinking. Why should we share this beautiful earth with you? With you? No. You get what I mean, don't you? So let's see. Now, what kind of, shall we use this deck? Can't see it very well, can we? Whoops, almost fried it. Now, let's use the black deck, because this is black times, dark times. Let's use the darkness. All right. Now, I'm going to shuffle these cards. I'm shuffling the cards. And let's see, just this question. Will Israel, with its, I'm so superior, only its apartheid state. All right, I get these. It's apartheid state. Now we all know that if you're not Jewish, you don't get anything in that in that country. You can't come in. You're worthless. We all know that, which is why they have been killing all the people in Gaza, of course, to get the natural gas rights, stuff like that. Lebanon, Syria, over and over and again, we've seen such brutality, and yet in this country, we just muffle over it. Of course, that's the boomers. That's the old people. The old people who they bought a new car, and their prime, it was probably like 2,000 USD, right? Now, if you want to buy a new car, you got to pay 30,000, 50,000, 60,000 USD. Huh? But we know, and then of course you get this propaganda that, well, AI, artificial intelligence, is everywhere. I mean, we're becoming robot society, but everybody's seen anime. You've seen anime, haven't you? You've seen Battle Angel. You've seen Gundams. You've seen all of it, right? Anybody who's been watching any type of anime for the last 3 decades, 2 decades, whatever, they know all these scenarios have been played out and they have been rehashed. So let's see now. These cards are shuffled up. Do I see anything? These are dark cards. I can't see. Maybe I have to put some more light on. Hold on. Let me put some light on because I can't see. Okay, this is good. Now it's good. All right, now let's focus. Now that ground forces. I mean, they're going to. United States doesn't have a blockade there as a bookmarker. No, they have every reason of doing something because we do know that the Israelis have some goods on the American government, Congress, the president. We're not free agents. Now, does this one? Oh, this one says something. This one says something. Let's see. Now, with the Israelis, let's see here. What do we have? One of these. Well, I'm going to take this one. Wait a minute. This one is screaming a little bit more. Well, it's between these two. Let's see. Now I'm going to take this one. The original one. All right. Now, I picked two more cards. All right. Now, let's think about, will the Israelis use nukes on Iran? Will they? Will they? They can't stand to have any force. Right now, it used to be like, right now, the Greater Israel Project, of course, is taking some of Egypt, some of Saudi, Lebanon, Syria, Jordan. Am I missing someone? Oh, and now they've also added Pakistan. They're very ambitious to take over the entire Asian continent. All for one, for us, the chosen people. And it's kind of funny about the way that these politicians are really trying to bring in the so-called apocalypse. Now, the apocalypse, they go like it's the divine end of all, but it's also something that's been manpower. It's been hand molded. I mean, if I set fire to your house, right? And that I couldn't say it was God's divinity, and of course I wouldn't do that. But it was the act of flicking on this and that, right? It's just the way it is. I mean, to deny your human's demonic need to have prophecies, to have fulfillment in a negative manner, especially when it involves goods, things. Now, we all need things, but are we pushing this stuff too far? All right, I took 4 cards, so let's see. Now, the question is, will Israel use nukes on Iran to win the battle? They can't stand to see anybody better than them. That is what's called racial superiority, apartheid, and I'm better than you. So, all right, the first one we picked. I see I took 5. My cat wants to join. All right, the first one we picked. We picked the Hermit. Check that out. The Hermit. That's almost like, will Israel use nukes? And this is the Hermit all by myself. All by myself. It seems as though this card represents, Major Arcana, represents Israel. Israel, I'll do it. If you won't do it, I will do it. I'll be damned if I'll let them have peace. Peace. The next card that I pulled. And we have the Sun. We have the sun. That's an affirmation. So this is not like hallelujah and, prosperity. The question is, will Israel use nukes? So far we have the Hermit. Look at this major arcana. And we have the sun. You can't get more of a plus than that. They're gonna see, look at this. The Chariot. I can't get a lower Chariot. They're on the move. That means exactly they're moving. I would say they're moving towards that decision, moving towards that setup of using nukes on Iran. They're using nukes. They're fully intentional of using nukes on Iran to destroy them. Like, how dare you? You take Israel, 8 million people against almost 100 million people. 93, 94 million Iranians versus, you have this Israel with their superiority, their attitude, their creed, going against a place, a huge country of 93 million people. Will they use nukes? You have the sun. Ah, yes. You can see that's a possibility. Yes, you can't even get more affirmative affirmation. Thumbs up. And then we have moving in that direction, the Chariot. And we also have that. This is the way. And then what's the next one we got? We pushed off. This is the Six of Cups. They're going to use it in more than one place. Israel is planning on using nukes, I would say. Very, very, very open to it. And not just one place, not just put on the Tehran. No. They want to cripple, put it in at least 6 places. Incidentally, sometimes I can see things, and sometimes I'm guessing, and sometimes I'm feeling. Something is going down big time. I did a reading on Melania Trump, and then, it's like she was planning something, and she was also away, and she's away. And the next one we got is the Queen of Swords. That feels like, to me, the Queen of Swords, a consensus communication of the Israeli leadership under Netanyahu and Ben-Gvir of this is the plan. This would be a plan worked out. The next card we get, we pushed. Ooh, devil energy. Wow. Devil energy. Look at this major. We got the Hermit. We have the Sun. We have, what else do we have? And we have the Chariot, and we have the Devil. Well, that's pretty much on the way. Yep. That's pretty much on the way, really. And then we have another one, the final card, the World. And this is we're going to tell, this is just this kind of energy, this demonic, I'm going in it I'm going to do this no matter what it does, because I want to bring in end times. I want the humans of this planet to fear us. And what will the world's reaction They are going to say, oh, that's cute. No. Uh-uh. You have to be really dead inside to want to even use nukes. Dead. See, when you hear people, oh, it's no big deal. Yes, it is a big deal. Turning into the dusty planet of Mars is a big deal. Killing everything on the Earth is a big deal. It is a big deal. It's horrible. It's really horrible. And I see that, without a doubt, Israel's going to try something. It's going to try something to do. It's going to really, really, really give a good push for nuclear arms to bring on their vision of destruction to all. Why should you have when I want what you have? They want to destroy everything and build it in their image. That's really wicked, isn't it? What would you do? What could you do? Are you prepared for a nuke being set off? Now, there's nukes the size of bowling balls, this big. And there's, all this missiles and drones and all this is just like fireworks, firecrackers. Yes, they're destructive and nonsensical. But it's just, it's like a dog barking until the dog sinks his teeth into your hands and won't let go unless it takes your hand with it. Now think about this. Let's send energy that this does not happen. Somehow another force will intervene this urge of Israel to nuke Iran. Take a moment. Let's take a moment. Let's call some good spirits, some good intergalactic energy, some aliens in the ocean, in the skies, in the heavens, in our hearts. That demonic entities will not be allowed to succeed with their plan. Now, if you would like a reading, I'm here. If you think that you feel something, you have a comment, I'm here. You would think that war in general is a scary topic. It is. But it's happening now, and for us to go, oh, nothing's happening, and just shrug it off, that would be to our harm. You could say, I don't have the money to do this, I don't have that, I don't have this and that, but we have each other. They've been prepping us with the Walking Dead type of films, flicks, serials, all as well as like the Marvel comics, movies about meteorites, typhoons, earthquakes. So we are being prepped for a disaster. All right. As I said, something's bothering you. I know there's somebody out there that something's bothering them. Well, I'm here for you. I'm not going to be here all night, but if you want to talk about something, if you want a reading, just don't be shy. Don't be shy. Sometimes we have to turn to others to find a way out. It helps to say, I need help. I need this. I need that. Discuss it. See what the possibilities are. Right now, there's a lot of preparation we all have to do to get ready for these events. I mean, we have a lot of reckless energies going around in the world. And we can't let this sit. We have to bring a better energy. We have to reach out. We have to reach out and realize we're not alone. We just don't have a little phone or an email or a splash website. No. We have hearts. We have minds. We have energy. Let's use it. Let's use it. Let's turn this SHIT show around. How can we do that? That's something that we have to look in our demographics, where we are at the time and what we can do, and prepare. If you're in a place you don't like, move. If you're around people you don't like and they just like too, mindless, move. Why do you think people are just like are living in their vans, living in tents, living in, just like things that are not stable? Because we're not in stable times. We're not in stable times. And we remember we can't take it with us. All these things. We can't take it to the next realm. We can't take it to the heavens. No. And first of all, we have to realize that, wait a minute, what you were told, what your mother was told, what your father was told, well, good things are still treat each other decently, things like that. But a lot of our history is fabricated. A lot of what we feel is fabricated. And by whom? By what? We're constantly being manipulated. Of course, there are cultures that have more inner strength than others. But togetherness is something that we have to work towards. We have to care for each other. And yes, we have to eat. We have to have a shelter over, and that costs society's way of providing what we have to do, services, things. But let's not be bashful. Let's not be afraid. Well, thank you for the likes, and as I mentioned, I'm here. So if you need a reading, you want a reading, I'll keep this open for a little while, and you can contact me. You can share. And if you think that you are in an area that's energy is bad, leave. Be careful, not like doing something that's going to get you worse shape, but don't sleep as much, don't eat too much, just enough to keep you going until you get to the place that you need to be. And make no doubt, if your innards are telling you, you got to split, you've got to go there. You've got to go there. I guess I'm rather clumsy this morning. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. Something like that. I'm going to be pulling an all-nighter. I have lots of work to do. Lots of work. Which I'm going to share with Mystic Moon listeners in time. You know, Mystic Moons is an art channel too, of which we use shades, shadows, color, lines to see, to feel what the ether, the unseen, is really saying. You know what got me there is like, you know, there's been those prehistoric, you know, rock caves that have drawings back in prehistory. Or the ones that like really, you've seen them too. They have the hands that they put in paint, and they have many people, they put their hands over the walls. So many hands. You know, they kept that a secret for a long time. As though the humans or pre-humans, our ancestors, were too you know, swinging from the trees, too chimpanzee-like, too ape-like, to even think that way in terms of color, form. You know, using our frequency level, no matter music, could be anything, could be sight, could be sound, it could be using nature, you know, light, lightning, energy. That is our key to whom and what we really are. And too many times we have others in our lives, sometimes family others, who like, don't do that, don't be a child, grow up. Well, but grow up is mean to grow old. Grow old means to grow stale. And so in many cultures, like go toil. Well, others are gangsters. They just go and rob a bank or rob people indiscriminately. Or they just make something that's inferior and sell it to you at a high price. So, I mean, we have all types of levels of what a societies say it's woohoo, champion. How much money you have. The more money in Western capitalism, the more money you have, the better you are. And it doesn't matter really how you got that money. Because when you have some shades of that money that's had, you could have done anything to procure it. And then you just clean up your trail. It's like, you know, when you walk in a snow, your footprints stand out. Then the sun comes out, the snow melts, or more snow gets on top of it, and you don't have the footprints anymore. It's like that. It's that kind of money. And that kind of impulse that a lot of humans have. A lot of humans. A lot of societies. I'm going to be tops. I'm going to be the kingpin, the queen. It's all sorts of lustful thoughts. And when you lust after those things, well, the victory is you're never satisfied. It's like it's never enough. And there is never enough when you come from that basis. However, right now we're in a pinnacle of things, a particular acorn. We're either going to rot or we're going to grow. And right now, the rotting culture is pretty keen on manifesting its stink.